sound check? You going for what do you need to do for a sound check? Just you need me. What's that? Oh shoot. Okay. Well, the pregame. So I'm gonna start with about 10 minutes to go, and it's like a full pregame. So it's before the match starts. I think that.
Yeah. So audio sync won't matter for that. So we should be fine for now. I'm just letting you know about that.
Okay. That's.
No need to panic.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
Today's game is presented by Honor Credit Union, Main Street Pub, Tapper Automotive, by Hannibal Kitchen Bath Window and Door, Ruoff Mortgage, and by T-Shirt Printing Plus. And now the Mattawan Wildcats pregame show presented by Honor Credit Union. Come be part of it.
Wildcats Volleyball is on the air. Hello and welcome everybody inside Wildcats Gymnasium, where tonight we bring you volleyball on the Mattawan Wildcats Network. It's senior night and the Wildcats getting set to do battle with their in-conference foe, the Lakeshore Lancers. Carolyn Binder, glad to have you along with us. Both of these teams coming off of opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of their record. The Lady Wildcats enjoying some late success down the stretch here this season. They come in 20-10, 20-10, 3-2 in SMAC play for Lakeshore. Coming in 6-17-2 for the Wildcats, a thrilling 5-set victory over Gull Lake their last time out. The teams traded sets, and the Wildcats took the fifth set 15-7 over the Blue Devils. For Lakeshore, coming off of a 3-1 loss to Portage Central last Wednesday, so looking for to exact a little bit of revenge in terms of conference play and getting set to kind of go down the home stretch of this season. As we said, it's senior night here tonight at Wildcats Gymnasium, and the Lady Wildcats riding a 5-game winning streak coming into tonight's contest, honoring a good group of seniors who've done a lot of good things for head coach Megan McQuarrie and this Lady Wildcats team for their entire careers, but in particular doing a great job in their leadership styles this year and setting this program up for much success to come. So we did speak with head coach Megan McQuarrie in the pregame show. We'll have that conversation in just a little bit as we're getting underway. Warm-ups for both sides currently underway, and we are getting set for a good match here tonight between these two teams. It's the Wildcats and the Lancers. We'll talk to head coach Megan McQuarrie after this timeout on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
Hundreds of vehicles. Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations. Tapper has them. Looking for Buick, Chevy, or GMC? Tapper has them. Looking for Ford F-150, Ford Escape Explorer, or the reimagined Bronco? Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations with new and pre-owned vehicles, expert service, and on-the-spot financing. Tapper has them. Tapper Buick, Chevy, and GMC. Tapper Ford. And Tapper Budget Cars off Red Arrow Highway. Get to the Paw exit 60 off I-94. Tapper Automotive, proud sponsor of the Mattawan Wildcats.
Here, boy, catch! Ow, stupid broken leg. Dad, I wish I could run around and play.
I know, son. Honey, I told you we never should have gotten them a trampoline.
No, you didn't. You're the one who wanted to get it.
Yeah, for me, not them.
For you?
Uh-huh. The doctor says I need more cardio.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, thanks to our auto loan refi with Honor Credit Union, at least we can put off any auto payments for 90 days to help with the medical bills.
And with 1% cash back up to $300, we can afford all the sympathy ice cream I need. For him.
Yes! For him. Woo!
What? He can't eat it all by himself. Besides, he needs emotional support. For more information, visit honorcu.com. Subject to credit approval. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
Dad, don't eat all the mint chocolate chip.
There's still a little in there for you, son.
Honey.
Insured by NCUA. Ouch! My ice cream!
Pre-game coverage continues from Wildcat Gymnasium as the Mattawan Wildcat volleyball team gets set to host the Lakeshore Lancers. And my pleasure now to be joined by head coach Megan McQuarrie. Coach, we saw you a couple of weeks ago, had a nice thrilling win over Otsego. You guys have been in action since then quite a bit, and some good success for your team since then.
Absolutely, yes.
And you talked a little bit about, back at the Otsego match, you talked about settling in and playing Mattawan volleyball, Mattawan Wildcats volleyball. And I've been dying to ask you, because I should have followed up that first time, and I should have asked you, what is Mattawan Wildcats volleyball?
I think it varies year to year, but this year with this team, Mattawan Wildcat volleyball, I would define it as fast-paced, energetic volleyball, where we control the tempo of the match.
Absolutely. You did that against Otsego and came out with the victory then. Talk to us a little bit about your success since that match last at home and coming back in conference against the Lancers.
Yeah, definitely. I think we saw the most success since then at the Byron Center Christy Curtis Invitational. We actually took first place in that Invitational and were able to come out on top against 2 teams that were ranked quite a bit higher than us. And so I think that was the confidence booster that our girls needed, that, hey, we're there, we can compete, and we can do big things too.
Awesome. What are you looking forward to most in your girls tonight as you come back in conference and face the Lancers?
So tonight is extra special again. It's senior night. So I'm really excited that all the seniors are going to get an opportunity to see the floor. I'm excited to see them each settle in and really just play this match with pride. And this will be, obviously the last highlighted home match of their season. And so we're here to celebrate them, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the court tonight.
Awesome. Coming off of a thrilling 5-set victory over Gull Lake, over the Blue Devils recently. Talk to us about some keys in persevering through all 5 sets in that one.
Again, it's controlling our tempo and playing with that energy. We know, I call it when we control the controllables. Our communication and our energy, that's when we play Wildcat volleyball. That's when we control the tempo. And I think that we came out a little bit slow, and they persevered, and they were able to reset each set and not let it carry through to the next one if it was an L the prior. So they did a really good job coming back and fighting strong.
Awesome. Carolyn Binder joined by head coach Megan McQuarrie as the volleyball team gets set to host the Lakeshore Lancers. Final question, you had some injuries in the heading into the Otsego match and some key players. You had some extra coaches on the sideline for you. How are those for you going down the stretch of the season here?
Much better. So we have our senior libero back in action. So she has been back in action pretty much since the Otsego match, and that's a game changer for us. The libero touches the ball almost every single rally multiple times. So having that ball control back in the back row is going to be huge for us tonight.
All right, head coach McQuarrie, appreciate the time ahead of tonight's match. Go Wildcats.
Thank you.
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
Carolyn Binder rejoining you from Wildcat Gymnasium as we get set for the Mattawan Wildcats hosting the Lakeshore Lancers. Warm-ups continuing here on senior night for the Wildcats. They graduate Olivia Pierce, Madison Whedon, Jordan Arnold, Olivia Dockstader, Sydney Penny, Rachel Meininger, and that's it. Rachel Meininger is the last senior. So a good group of seniors honored here tonight. Warm-ups continuing, and we will have the first serve coming up after this timeout. It's the Wildcats and the Lancers on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation, trust Craftmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Hundreds of vehicles. Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations. Tapper has them. Looking for Buick, Chevy, or GMC? Tapper has them. Looking for Ford F-150, Ford Escape Explorer, or the reimagined Bronco? Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations with new and pre-owned vehicles, expert service, and on-the-spot financing. Tapper has them. Tapper Buick, Chevy, and GMC. Tapper Ford. And Tapper Budget Cars off Red Arrow Highway. Get to the Paw exit 60 off I-94.
From finding the
Tapper.
perfect home to lowering monthly payments or getting cash out, Ron Rogers at Ruoff Mortgage is here to help. As a senior loan officer, Ron has been providing customers with straight talk and sound advice for 27 years at Ruoff Mortgage. He's conveniently located in Niles, but can meet you at any Ruoff Mortgage location around our area. Visit his website, ruoff.com/Ron Rogers, or give him a call today at 269-449-0754.
Star Spangled Banner performed by Mattawan choral student. And we are about to get underway in this volleyball match as the Lady Wildcats get set to host the Lakeshore Lancers. Carolyn Binder, glad to have you along with us on the Mattawan Wildcats Network for a special edition of Wednesday Night Volleyball, honoring the seniors here tonight. A lot of good memories shared in that celebration earlier today, and head coach Megan McQuarrie said it, all the seniors will get some playing time tonight, and they come in looking for a big conference win over their in-conference foe, the Lancers. Mattawan coming in 20-10 on the season, and Lakeshore 6-17-2. Recent success in some invitational tournaments, as well as out of conference in 5 sets over Gull Lake. And getting the introductions underway, a video board to my left, and they do a hype video, so of course they just did the visiting lineup. Now they're introducing the Lady Wildcats. They've taken the lights down and gonna start the hype video. Unfortunately, on my track position, I'm up in kind of in the rafters, but it's a great position for both a volleyball match and basketball coming later this year. It's great seats here at Mattawan High School in the gymnasium, but I can't see the hype video. The crowd always loves it though, and it's a gorgeous video board. As they're introducing the Lady Wildcats tonight, wearing pink, breast cancer awareness, and the libero in the white jersey for the visiting Lakeshore Lancers in their road black jerseys, red shorts, white numerals. And here comes the hype video, undoubtedly going to feature the slew of seniors that are being honored here tonight. Olivia Pierce, Madison Whedon, Jordan Arnold, Olivia Dockstader, Sydney Penny, and Rachel Meininger, the 6 seniors graduating out of Megan McQuarrie's program. And a lot of good memories shared here tonight. Coming up behind them, a lot of good talent though. Ellie Cairns, Kendall Kuhn, just sophomores. Cece Pilak leading the team in kills. She's still got one more year. Amy Jacob one of the stealth servers for Megan McQuarrie. And she's got one more year left as well. So a lot of good talent coming up behind these seniors. Always formidable, though, to look at 6 seniors in their last game, and that's what we have here tonight. As the Mattawan Wildcats getting set to host the Lakeshore Lancers. Hype video is done. And let's play volleyball. Here come the teams doing their handshakes at midcourt. And we are about to get underway. Glad you're with us for a Wednesday night edition of Mattawan Wildcats volleyball. And again, my thanks to head coach Megan McQuarrie, joining me for a pre-match chat. And finally got to follow up with her about exactly what is Mattawan Wildcats volleyball. She talked a lot about controlling the pace. I really liked what she had to say about controlling the controllables, controlling what's in your control, not giving your opponent any room, and controlling the pace. So that's what they will hope to do here as we get underway. Pilak, Whedon, Arnold in the backcourt. Up front, Meininger, Penny, and Dockstader getting the start. A service ace for the visiting Lancers on their opening serve. Olivia Denduden, the senior. Skies for the second serve. Lancers own an early 1-0 lead, but coming charging back with the kill. Olivia Dockstader knots things up at 1. Cece Pilak, the junior, leading this Wildcats team in kills. That one sent wide by the Lancers, so Wildcats up early in this one, 2-1. But the senior Dockstader on that last rally with a big kill of her own. And Meininger warming up here with a service ace. Wildcats lead it early on, 3-1. Clean serve to the corner. That one spun out of bounds by the Lancers. Wildcats serving right to left across the Wildcats network. And Meininger, she's heating up. That one just punched over by the Lancers, set up by Meininger. The soft touch by Dockstader. Sydney Penn, 5-1 lead early first set. That one punched around on the return by the Lancers. Big setup. Looked like Penny was going to kill it. Soft touch over the net. And miscommunication by the Wildcats on the return. Out of bounds. And Lancers stop the bleeding at 5-1. Gabrielle Harrell. Or check that, Ava Mullen in to serve for the Lancers. And through the double team, Sydney Penny with the winner. Olivia Dockstader setting her up there, so that streak short-lived for Lakeshore. Wildcats lead at 6-2 opening set. Penny, slender server, and the double team of Penny and Pilak that time with the tap winner. Madison Whedon serving 7-2, the advantage for the Wildcats. Randy Taylor That time the winner for the Lancers, serving now for Lakeshore, Isabella Saru. The Lancers fell in straight sets last year in this match. And Cece Pilak comes alive on the return with the kill. 8-3 now the advantage for the Wildcats.
Serving for the Wildcats, number 1, Olivia Pierce.
Olivia Pierce jersey tonight. Into serve, soft service with a spin, and that threw the Lancers off. Ava Mullen thought it was coming back, so she played back, had to dive for it, and could not return it. So a service ace for the libero. 9-3 now for the Wildcats opening set. That one bounced around inside the antenna. Soft touch over the net for Lakeshore. Set up for Pilak. She gets it with the overhand, and it falls on Lakeshore's side, not returned. 10-3 now the advantage for Mattawan set. Service starting far beyond the service line. And that time a kill for the Lancers will pull them within 6. Cameron Holt in to serve for Lakeshore. And that one well defended by the Lancers. Prosser and Olivia Bell in on the winner for the Lancers. 10-5 now the score in favor of Mattawan. First set, soft touch on the return for the Wildcats. Libero sets it up for Prosser. Return and kill by Cece Pilak. 11-5 now the advantage for Mattawan. Olivia Dockstader, the right hand set to serve. Stays flat on her feet, spins it in. And here we go, the rally up and over. Little English on that for Lakeshore. And Wildcats unable to return it. 11-6. The advantage for Mattawan. Opening set. Serving now Anna Shellman for Lakeshore. And that one outside the antenna on Lakeshore. So point to Mattawan. 12-6 now the score in favor of the Wildcats. Cece Pilak spins it in her left hand, lets it fly with the right. Lakeshore sets it up, just gets it over on the relay. And the setup goes to Darnowski. That one sails long for Lakeshore. 13-6 now the advantage for Mattawan. Cece known for her prowess at the net. And that one returned and kill for Darnowski. Darnowski with the kill, the counterpart of Pilak, wearing number 8 for the Lancers. 13-7 is the score in favor of Mattawan. Now 14-7 as Jenna sends that long on the first serve. 14-7 the advantage for Mattawan. We're in the opening set. Last time out for these two teams last year, a straight set victory for Mattawan. And the girls would like to send their seniors out in similar fashion tonight. That one of the longer rallies, tipped over and just crawling over the net for the winner for Lakeshore. 14-8 opening set here. Get some substitutions as Den Duven checks in. For Lakeshore, she'll send it flying 14-8 in favor of the Wildcats. That one threads the back line for Doc Stater. Rachel Meininger now serving for the Wildcats. A 7-point lead for the home team, 15-8. And some miscommunication on the side of the Wildcats there. Lakeshore able to take advantage as Ava Mullins spins it over the net. Have yet to really see Cece Pilak do much at the net, but her team owns a 6-point lead, 15-9. As the Lancers let it fly, Ava Mullins serving. They'll sky it over the net, and Wildcats take advantage of miscommunication on that rally by Lakeshore. 16-9 now for the Wildcats as that one falls on the Lancers side of the net. Maddie Whedon, outside hitter, and one of the seniors honored tonight with the jump serve. That one threads the sideline by an inch, if that, but it counts. Service ace for Whedon, 17-9 opening set. Service return, and great placement by the Lancers. Great setup and placement. Isabella Seru, the junior libero, in to serve after winning that point. 17-10 in favor of the Wildcats. And a little rally upcoming here for Lakeshore. Have it within 6 now, 17-11. And Saru in to serve, just getting it over the fingertips for the winner, and the soft touch by Ellie Cairns. She'll take a seat. Olivia Pierce in to serve. Check that Cairns stays up at the net. Pierce, the libero, serving. They'll set it up for Pilak. Tried for the kill. That one defended well. And on the return, Lakeshore sails that long off the hand of Laurel Holt. So a short rally, short-lived by Lakeshore. Mattawan builds an 8-point lead, 19-11 opening set. Set up, and Laurel Holt sends it across. That returned by Pilak. They'll try for the kill again, right at Olivia Pierce. Bell with the winner, 19-12 now the advantage for Mattawan, opening set. Crosser into serve for Lakeshore. Jordan Arnold with the winner for Mattawan that time on the short return. And Lakeshore going to take a timeout with the score 20-12 in favor of Mattawan. We'll keep it right here as the Wildcats open an 8-point lead down the stretch of the opening set. Carolyn Binder, glad to have you along with us from Wildcat Gymnasium, celebrating senior night. And head coach Megan McQuarrie said all the seniors would see some playing time, and taking advantage of that early on, built an 8-point lead over the Lakeshore Lancers early in this one, first set. Last season, the Wildcats shut out the Lancers, straight sets, 25-11. The opening set win last year in 2020. Lancers made it interesting in the second set, but Wildcats won the second set last year 25-23 and the final set last year 25-13. Here out of the timeout, 20-12 the advantage for the Wildcats as Olivia Dockstader serves. Lancers push it over the double team. Meininger tried for the kill, that defended up. Here's libero for Lakeshore and puts it in the back corner for the point, 20-13. So this one far from over if the Lancers can build on that point. They trail by 7. And Anna Shellman in to serve, a senior for Lakeshore, gets it across, and Cece Pilak is just too good. If she warms up, this one's over. Don't want to say that with 4 points yet to get, but Pilak takes her place at the service line after her third kill of this first set. And coming to return the favor, Ava Mullen for Lakeshore, 21-14. Mattawan built an early lead and has not looked back. They've led us by as much as 8, and there Jaden Schmaltz taking advantage of the Wildcats kind of staying flat-footed on that point, just poked it over the top of the tape for the winner. Barnowski serving for Lakeshore, and she's building a bit of a run, 21-16 now with that winner. Middle of the service net, straight down the center of the court, and Pilak faked out, said, I could go for the kill, soft touch, that's returned, and not high enough off of that floater for Jaden Schmaltz. And Mattawan catches a break there. 22-16 now the score, opening set. 3 points away from the first set for Mattawan. Bump it around, and Jaden Schmaltz with the kill. So Lancers not sitting down on this one, 22-17. Can make things interesting here in the opening set if they could go on a bit of a run. Olivia Denduven in to serve, but Sydney Penny comes up big at the net with the kill that time. She says, you're hanging around, but we want to get out of this one. Rachel Meininger in to serve for Mattawan, straight at the libero, Olivia Pierce, and she can't control it. 23-18 now, point to the Lancers. Olivia Bell checking in for Lakeshore. Ava Mullen serving for Lakeshore. 23-18 is the advantage for Mattawan. Pierce skies that setup, and it's pushed over by Olivia Dockstader. Now set point, 24-18. She serves the first game point, I should say. And that one bumped around. Double hit on the Wildcats. So Lancers sticking around. Point to Lakeshore, 24-19. Live another point, and Pilak absolutely rifles a point right at the back corner. That was returned, but Sydney Penny able to put it away with the soft floater. And the opening game here goes to Mattawan, 25-19. And an interesting first game for Mattawan. They built an early lead. They did not trail, but you sense that Lakeshore has some pieces to hang around. So a lot of what Megan McCory said in the pregame and pre-match conversation that I had with her, saw a good mix of that Mattawan Wildcats volleyball, and you really saw when the Wildcats were controlling the pace that they could build that lead, and that led them to an opening game first win, 25-19. We'll step aside and be back with more volleyball action after this. Mattawan leads at 25-19 opening game. We'll be back after this timeout on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
Here, boy, catch! Ow, stupid broken leg. Dad, I wish I could run around and play.
I know, son. Honey, I told you we never should have gotten them a trampoline.
No, you didn't. You're the one who wanted to get it.
Yeah, for me, not them.
For you?
Uh-huh. The doctor says I need more cardio.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, thanks to our auto loan refi with Honor Credit Union, at least we can put off any auto payments for 90 days to help with the medical bills.
And with 1% cash back up to $300, we can afford all the sympathy ice cream I need. For him.
Yes! For him. Woo!
What? He can't eat it all by himself. Besides, he needs emotional support. For more information, visit honorcu.com. Subject to credit approval. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
Dad, don't eat all the mint chocolate chip.
There's still a little in there for you, son.
Honey.
Insured by NCUA. Ouch! My ice cream!
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
First game in the books, 25-19 to the Wildcats. Carolyn Binder, glad you're with us for midweek volleyball action as the Wildcats host the Lakeshore Lancers on senior night. And we're about to start game two. Wildcats will open with serve. Some keys there that Megan McCory talked about in her pre-match conversation with me. Wants her team to control the controllables, and that's a lot of the use of the word control, but control the pace, control your communication, and they did a lot of that in the opening game. Madison Whedon with the stuff block on the return. Jordan Arnold serving, and Mattawan leads the opening game 1-0. Again, the stuff block. Sydney Penny, Rachel Meininger teaming up that time. And this is much like the opening game where Mattawan really was standing tall at the net, used their net defense to play some offense, and Lakeshore trying to stay away from the double team that time, sails it wide. 3-0, and Jordan Arnold, one of the seniors, honored tonight on a roll to start the second game. 3-0 in favor of Mattawan. They tip it up and get it over that wall at the net for the Wildcats. Rachel Meininger tipped off the block and out of bounds off of Lakeshore. Shutout so far in game two, 4-0 in favor of the Wildcats. First game, 25-19. And a little break there off the right hand of Lancer Laurel Holt. Olivia Denduven takes her place behind the service line. A hop, skip, and a jump serve for her. And kill attempt up and didn't quite make the net for Rachel Meininger. So 4-2 now in favor of Mattawan. Denduven still serving. And all kinds of room that time for Meininger. Goes cross court with the kill. Dockstader with the assist. 5-2 now, point to Mattawan. In game 2. Lakeshore tried to kill it there. Blocked up and in by Whedon. Here come the Lancers. Kill again. Great dig attempt by the libero, Olivia Pierce. Can't control it though, sprays it out of bounds. And 5-3, the lead for Mattawan. Ellie Cairns checking in for the Wildcats as the first serve goes in the net for Ava Mullins. Point to Mattawan, 6-3 Wildcats. Game 2. And Madison Whedon takes her place at the service line. That one sails long. This juncture of the first game is kind of where Mattawan took a 6-point lead and did not look back. Lakeshore within 2 here as Pilock sends that one wide right in front of the Lakeshore bench, and this the smallest lead since the opening serve for Mattawan, 6-5. Libero for the Lancers into serve, Isabella Saru. Set up and kill by the senior Olivia Bell, and we've got a tie game in the second. 6-all. Saru stays on her feet, spins in that serve, and great soft touch over the net by Penny. Dockstader set her up, and Penny with the finish. 7-6, point to Mattawan. Pearson to serve, wearing the white jersey tonight for the Wildcats. Spins it to the back. Kill defended by Mattawan. Here come the Lancers. Far corner and into the net by Bell with the overhead. 8-6 now for Mattawan. Some areas of improvement in terms of communication. Little blips in that communication for Mattawan, certainly part of the message between the games. And that time, again, Lakeshore taking advantage of Mattawan staying flat-footed at the net. They got a break, though, outside of the antenna. So 9-6 our score, game 2. Olivia Pierce serving for Mattawan. And great setup that time by the Lancers, but Laurel Holt couldn't find the top of the net. She had an open space, and you felt like maybe she was looking too much at that open space and did not get it over the net. So 10-6 now, the second game advantage for Mattawan. The Wildcats took the first game 25-9. Timeout. Lancers will step aside as well and be back with more volleyball action from Wildcat Gymnasium after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation, trust Craftmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Dockstader, Arnold, Pilock, Cairns, Whedon and Pierce in for Mattawan out of the timeout. And Olivia Pierce paints the service line, the back service line, on her first serve out of the timeout. Wildcats build a 5-point lead now in game 2, 11-6. She goes opposite corner that time. Setup goes to Holt. She bumps it over. And Wildcats crowd the net. Could not return it. Point to Lakeshore. 11-7 our score. Al Winkleman in for her first service for the Lancers. That one returned, and Cece Pilak too strong at the net. That rally short-lived for Lakeshore. 12-7 now the advantage for Mattawan. They took the opening game 25-19. Looking for back-to-back shutouts of the Lancers in as many seasons. Libero, great dig for Mattawan. Even better return by the Lancers, and it pays off. Winkleman with the quick hands off of the dig by Pierce. Point to Lakeshore, 12-8 for Mattawan. Anna Shellman serving right at the midpoint of the service line. And Rachel Meininger off the block with the kill. Cece Pilak will get set to serve. 13-8, game 2. Pilak bends her knee, stays on her feet, spins it over for the first serve, and Lancers can't find the top of the net. On that return, 14-8. Pilak quick with the service motion. Thought they might kill it there, and great touch by Jaden Schmaltz. Kind of throwing the fake out to the Wildcat defenders. She kind of flew up there like she was going to go for the kill and just floated it over. And talk about floating, a service ace for Anna Shellman, the senior Lancer, with the soft touch on the serve. 14-10, game 2. That one just clips the top of the tape, and the friendly roll for the visitors not returned. 14-11. And a little bit of a rally for the Lancers. Off the block, that one returned. Pilak finds the sideline. And she's making her presence known when it counts for sure. CC with the kill. 15-11 now for the Wildcats, game 2. Mattawan took game 1, 25-19. That one pushed over off the block by Lakeshore. The kill defended by the Lancers. But back over to Mattawan. Meininger floats it over for the winner. Point to Mattawan, 16-11. Last year in this second game of a 25-23 final, Lakeshore made things interesting late in last year's matchup. And Mattawan owns a 5-point lead, now a 4-point lead, as Whedon stayed flat-footed and couldn't find the top of the net. 16-12, and we'll get some wholesale substitutions for Lakeshore. Denduvin, Shellman, and Saru checking back in. Sydney Penny, one of the seniors, honored says, not in my house. Clears that one out. Meininger with the assist. Point to Mattawan, and the Wildcats lead it in game 2, 17-12. Meininger will serve, and great vision on that kill by Mullen. So returning the favor, Anna Shellman set her up nicely. And Mullen with the kill, 17-13 Mattawan, game 2. Mullen skies the serve. That one bumped over the net by the Wildcats, and Lancers float it right to midcourt where nobody was there to pick it up. And Lakeshore pulls within 3, 17-14. Still on the serve. Mullen with the service ace. Talked about last year's matchup in game 2. That one just a 2-point final. And Mullen making things interesting in this second game for the Lancers, staging a bit of a comeback. No call, the double hit on Mattawan, so point to Lakeshore, and 17-16, the Lancers pull within 1 here. Mullen floats the first serve, and how about over the back? Dockstader with the winner. Great court awareness by Dockstader on that winner, and basically floated it up and over the block to stop the bleeding here. The Mattawan Wildcats lead it 18-16, but Lakeshore staging a bit of a mid-game comeback. Lakeshore unable to return that one. Whedon with the winner. She stays in the near corner, sends it flying. 19-16 now in favor of Mattawan. Up off the block. That one returned by the Wildcats. They'll set it up, float it over. And here come the Lancers. Thought they might go for the kill, but Dendubin floats it over, and then Cece Pilak with the kill down the sideline. 20-16 in favor of the Wildcats. Game 2. Mattawan took the opening game 25-19. And Whedon in to serve right into the chest of the libero. Spins it right into Saru. And 21-16 now our lead for Mattawan on the service ace. Lakeshore will take a timeout. We will step aside as well and be back with more of game 2 from Wildcat Gymnasium. Wildcats lead at 21-16. More volleyball after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
Maddie Whedon stays on serve for Mattawan. And Lakeshore crowds the net. Can't get it over. 22-16, our second game score. Whedon shifts down the service line. Flies it over, and she's on a roll. The setup for Pilak. Defended on the block. Well, defender 2 times in a row and one of our longest rallies of the match so far. Floated up and over the defense. Whedon with the winner, 23-16. And 2 points away, but can't find the other side of the net on that serve. Line drive and a little break for Lakeshore. Out of the timeout, the Wildcats came storming. 23-17 our score, and CC Pilak rises up and over. No doubter set up by Olivia Dockstader. Game point now for Olivia Pierce. And she's been effective on serve for Mattawan. They have a 7-point lead, 24-17. Took the first game 25-19. Great communication that time. The overhead over from Mattawan. They get it back. Here comes Pilak. That one defended by Lakeshore. Bumps it over, and unable to dig it out was Pilak. So Lakeshore lives to see another point, 24-18 in favor of Mattawan. Elle Winkleman checks in, and she'll serve. And that one up and over. Game point and game two to the Wildcats, 25-18. They took the first game 25-19. They lead the match now 2-0. And another strong showing for these Wildcats, led by their seniors here tonight. They take game two, 25-18. They lead it 2-0. We'll be back with game three after this timeout on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
Here, boy, catch! Ow, stupid broken leg. Dad, I wish I could run around and play.
I know, son. Honey, I told you we never should have gotten them a trampoline.
No, you didn't. You're the one who wanted to get it.
Yeah, for me, not them.
For you?
Uh-huh. The doctor says I need more cardio.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, thanks to our auto loan refi with Honor Credit Union, at least we can put off any auto payments for 90 days to help with the medical bills.
And with 1% cash back up to $300, we can afford all the sympathy ice cream I need. For him.
Yes! For him. Woo!
What? He can't eat it all by himself. Besides, he needs emotional support. For more information, visit honorcu.com. Subject to credit approval. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
Dad, don't eat all the mint chocolate chip.
There's still a little in there for you, son.
Honey.
Insured by NCUA. Ouch! My ice cream!
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
Mattawan owns a 2-0 match lead here over the Lakeshore Lancers. Carolyn Binder, glad to have you along with us for some midweek volleyball action. It's senior night, and behind a strong showing early by these seniors in this one, Megan McCory's team owns a 2-0 match lead, 25-19 the opening game, 25-18 in game two. And Lakeshore will start serving game three. Olivia Denduven, senior for the Lancers, opening on serve. And just like they started the first two games, set up for Sydney Penny. Dockstader to Penny, the winning formula so far tonight. And it's working in game three. 1-0 the early lead in this game. Mattawan leads 2-0 as That one set up and sailed long by Whedon. So point to Lakeshore. 1-all, game 3. Kelly Cairns checking in for the Wildcats. As Harrell gets set to serve, sends that one long of the service line. 2-1, the third game lead for Mattawan. As Whedon takes her place at the service line, that one skied by Lakeshore, sent over. And we'll set up for Pilak. She decided to go for the floater. That one returned by Lakeshore. This time, Pilak strikes it to the back corner, and unable to return it is Lakeshore, so point to the Wildcats. 3-1, game 3 in favor of Mattawan. Wildcats lead this one 2-0. And Whedon can't find the net on that serve. 3-2 now, the lead for Mattawan. Saru in to serve for Lakeshore. She found her service game in that second game, kind of staged a late mid-game comeback and unable to pull it close down the stretch. Mattawan had it tied at 18 in game 2 as Sid Penny finds the sideline for the winner. Mattawan leads it 4-3 here in the third game, but it was tied at 18, and then that's when Mattawan basically put the foot to the floor in the second game, taking that one by 7. And the libero, Olivia Pierce, in to serve. And service ace for Olivia Pierce. 5-3 now for the Wildcats in game 3. Took this one in straight games last year over Lakeshore, as Lakeshore bumps it around and can't return it. 6-3. Pierce stays on serve. Last year making things a little more interesting in game 2. And Pierce clips the tape. That one falls short. 6-4 now in favor of Mattawan. Doc Stater checks in for Mattawan. Winkleman checks in for Lakeshore. She's on serve and leaves that one short. Point to the Wildcats. 7-4 for Mattawan. Rachel Meininger in to serve for the Wildcats. They come into this one 20-10. And behind their student section, the Den, strong home record for these Wildcats. Meininger skies, but can't finish that one. They'll set her up again, and kind of an odd angle for that return on Jordan Arnold. She kind of had to go up and over her back, across her body, clip the top of the tape, and Lakeshore stays in this third game 7-5. Serving now Anna Shellman for the Lancers. Bump it around, Shellman over her head with the return. They give it up to Cece Pilak for Mattawan. She puts it away for the winner. 8-5 now for Mattawan. Pilak in to serve with the 3-point lead, and off the block. That one hit the antenna for Mattawan outside, so out of bounds, and point to Lakeshore. 8-6. Here comes Mattawan on the return. Whedon skies that one long. 8-7. And credit to Lakeshore, despite dropping the first 2 games in this kind of midpoint or approaching the midpoint. Hanging tough, but has yet to put it away. They tie it up at 8 after that one sails wide on the return for Mattawan. Set up for Pilak, and what a defense for Lakeshore. Just a wall at the net by Shellman and Schmaltz. And for the first time in this match, Lakeshore up 9-8. See if they can build on it here. Mattawan leads 2-0. And that run short-lived by Lakeshore as Schmaltz leaves it short. Jordan Arnold in to serve for Mattawan, 9-all. Game 3, the Wildcats own a 2-0 lead in this one, and some miscommunication on the return for Lakeshore. Shellman didn't look like she was prepared for a setup there, and that spins out of bounds. 10-9, but this service for Mattawan sails long, so another break for Lakeshore as they hang tough in this 3rd game. We're tied at 10. Wildcats took the first game 25-19. Game 2 by a 25-18 final, and Den Duven in to serve for Lakeshore, tied at 10 in game 3. Den Duven set up for Mullen. Sid Penny there on the defense. And it drops on the Lakeshore side, 11-10 for Mattawan. Rachel Meininger in to serve for the Wildcats. And how about that move? Nice touch for Lakeshore by Anna Prosser. Floats it over the block for the winner. Lakeshore drops the first 2 games by a combined 13 points, and they're hanging tough midway through this one, approaching midway through this 3rd game. Had it tied at 11. Lakeshore sends that service long, and Mattawan will take a 12-11 lead into the service of Madison Whedon. She sails that well long of the service line. So little hiccups for Megan McCory's team down the stretch here has yet to really be a detriment for Mattawan. They're tied at 12, game 3, and the Wildcats own a 2-0 lead. Sydney Penny bounces that one off the block for the winner. 13-12 now the advantage for Mattawan. And the libero comes in, Olivia Pierce wearing the white jersey tonight, number 1. And her final home game of the regular season. And her team owns a 2-0 lead over Lakeshore. One of the longest rallies on this game. Set up for Lakeshore, floats it over. Here come the Wildcats. Pilak didn't get the clean kill, but nonetheless earned the point, not returned by Lakeshore. 14-12. And Pierce stays on the service line right in the middle. And she's backed up all the way to the Wildcats logo. A hop, skip, and a jump for her, sends it over. Lakeshore sets it up. Over the block. And CC with the win that time. Over the block, 15-12. And Whedon will toss a volleyball off the court. Not sure where that came in, but we had too many volleyballs, so we'll reset. Pierce bounces it, and huge return off the far boundary. Winner by Olivia Bell. So we had this thing tied at 8 in the game 3. Tied a couple of times. And Mattawan starting to spread out a little bit. Had it 15-12, and Bell keeping Lakeshore close at times. CC Pilak with the kill. So 16-13 our score, game 3. And that's really what Mattawan's been able to do all season long when they found success. Is really set up their keys, and CC Pilak leads the team in kills. She's doing it again tonight. Dockstader stays on serve, 17-13. We'll call a double hit on Lakeshore on the return. 18-13 point to Mattawan. Dockstader stays on serve and off the block. This wall that Mattawan has put up at the net, nearly impenetrable tonight. Again, the case there, 19-13 for the Wildcats. They own a 2-0 lead. We're in game 3, looking for the clean sweep of Lakeshore. And Rachel Meininger has done it all tonight. She's shown her power that time, showing some finesse, and Lakeshore takes a timeout. 20-13 in game 3. The Wildcats own a 2-0 lead. We'll step aside and be back with more volleyball after this timeout on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
From finding your perfect home to lowering monthly payments or getting cash out, Ron Rogers at Ruoff Mortgage is here to help. As a senior loan officer, Ron has been providing customers with straight talk and sound advice for 27 years at Ruoff Mortgage. He's conveniently located in Niles, but can meet you at any Ruoff Mortgage location around our area. Visit his website, ruoff.com/Ron Rogers, or give him a call today at 269-449-0754.
Carolyn Bidner rejoining you from Wildcat Gymnasium, where the Lady Wildcat volleyball team owns a 20-13 game 3 lead. First 2 games in the books for Mattawan. Looking to close it out here. Dockstader on the serve. Holt with the kill that time. For Lakeshore 2014, so crucial point for Lakeshore out of the timeout, and they'll float it back and forth between the defenses. Lakeshore with a little better touch by Jenna Donarski, excuse me. Shellman will serve for Lakeshore, so 2 consecutive points, but Rachel Meininger puts an end to that. Lakeshore came out of the timeout 2 consecutive points, thought maybe they would build another kind of mid-game rally as they have the first 2 games. But CC Pilak and Rachel Meininger says not so fast, and the Wildcats lead game 3 21-15. Set it up for Holt. She sends that one wide. And the Wildcats putting their foot to the floor in game 3. 7 points now the lead. And again, Pilak with a nifty kind of spin serve and gets the ace. 2 points away from game 3 and straight games in this one. 23-15. See what the Lancers can do to answer off the block. Here comes Mattawan. Whedon floats it over, but floats it wide of the boundary right in front of the Lakeshore bench. And the Lancers live to see another point, 23-16 in favor of the Wildcats. That one just barely dug out on the return by Pierce, the libero, playing some good defense at midcourt. Lancers tried for the kill. Pilock with the return. Meininger at the net, over to Pierce. She floats it over. And here come the Lancers. Flying in for the touch return, Mullen. Back to Meininger. And she sends it in for the winner. Serving at match point now, 24-16. Here's the senior, Rachel Meininger. She floats it in. Lancers get it to the block and get it for the win. So Meininger can't put this one away quite yet. Similar scores in the first two games, 24-17 in game 3. Mattawan looking for straight games here tonight. Taking the first two games as Den Duven skies for the serve. 24-17 in favor of Mattawan. They're looking to close it out here. Pierce with the save on the return. Meininger skies it with the overhead. Here come the Lancers off the block. Back over to Pierce. Here's Meininger from the far side. Here come the Lancers, back to Meininger. And that one sails just out of the near corner. Megan McCory down from our broadcast positions, and oh so close, just a couple of inches there. And Den Duven and the Lakeshore Lancers staying in this one, 24-18. The put away though, and the win. Who else? A senior, Sydney Penny with the put away. And that'll do it for the match. Straight games for the varsity Mattawan girls volleyball team, 25-19, 25-18, 25-18. So consistency the key, and consistency paying off for Mattawan tonight. They send their seniors out in a big way with the straight games victory, 3-0 over the Lakeshore Lancers here on senior night. And for Mattawan, they are next on the road against Traverse City. So they'll hit the road this weekend for some